Hello guys and welcome back to TechWolf. Today we are going to do another CompTIA A Core 1 quiz, and this quiz will contain 25 questions. And if you are interested in more quizzes for CompTIA A Core 1 or Core 2, go to the channel's homepage and click on playlists, and there you will find the full playlist on CompTIA A Core 1 and Core 2 quizzes. So, no further ado, let's get into it. Frequency bands used by 802.11 networks include. Here we need to select two answers: 5 GHz, 2.4 GHz, 5.4 GHz or 2 GHz. And here the correct answers are 5 GHz and 2.4 GHz. A common example of channel overlapping in wireless networking would be the 2.4 GHz band used in 802.11 networks, where the 2.401 to 2.473 GHz frequency range is used for allocating 11 channels, each taking up a 22 MHz portion of the available spectrum, setting up a wireless network to operate a non-overlapping channel 1, 6 and 11 in this case, allowing multiple networks to coexist in the same area without causing whether this is true or false. And here the correct answer is that this is true. Which of the following answers refer to the characteristics of Bluetooth? Here we need to select three answers: used for connecting devices in a VLAN, 5 GHz frequency range, long-range wireless technology, used for connecting devices in VPN, 2.4 GHz frequency range, or short-range wireless technology. What are the three correct answers which refer to Bluetooth? And first correct answer is that it is used for connecting devices in VPN or wireless private area network. Second is that Bluetooth is using 2.4 GHz frequency range, and this is short-range wireless technology. What are characteristic features of the 802.11a wireless standard? Here we need to select two answers: 5 GHz frequency band, maximum data signal rate of 54 megabits per second, maximum data signal rate of 11 megabits per second, maximum data signal rate of up to 600 megabits per second, 5.4 GHz frequency band or 2.4 GHz frequency band. So which two answers refer to 802.11 wireless standard? And here the correct answers is 5 GHz frequency band and maximum data signal rate 54 megabits per second. Which of the answers listed below refer to the 802.11b wireless standard? Here we also need to select two answers which refer to 802.11b: 2.4 GHz frequency range, 5 GHz frequency range, maximum data signal rate of 54 megabits per second, maximum data signal rate of 11 megabits per second, 2 GHz frequency range, or maximum data signal rate of up to 600 megabits per second. And here the correct answers are 2.4 GHz frequency range and maximum data signal rate of 11 megabits per second. Which of the following answers refer to the 802.11g wireless standard? 2.4 GHz frequency range, maximum data signal rate of 54 megabits per second, 5.4 GHz frequency band, 5 GHz frequency range, maximum data signal rate of 11 megabits per second, and maximum data signal rate of up to 600 megabits per second. And here we also need to select two answers. And here the correct answers are 2.4 GHz frequency range and maximum data signal rate of 54 megabits per second. Multiple input, multiple output, or MIMO or MIMO is a wireless technology that allows for significant increase in wireless data throughput due to the use of multiple antennas and multiple data streams, whether this statement is true or false. And here this statement is true. The characteristic features of the 802.11n wireless standard include, here we need to select all that apply: 5 GHz frequency band, maximum data signal rate of up to 600 megabits per second, 2.4 GHz frequency band, multi-user, multiple input, multiple output, multiple input, multiple output, or maximum data signal rate of 55 megabits per second. And here the correct answers are 5 GHz frequency band and maximum data signal rate of up to 600 megabits per second, and 2.4 GHz frequency band and multiple input, multiple output technology. Which of the following answers refers to the feature of the 802.11ac or Wi-Fi 5 wireless standard? Here we need to select three answers: 2.4 GHz frequency band, maximum data signal rate of up to 9.6 gigabits per second, multi-user, multiple input, multiple output technology, maximum data signal rate of up to 3.39 gigabits per second, multiple input, multiple output, 5 GHz frequency band, or maximum data signal rate of up to 6.9 gigabits per second. Here we need to select three answers which refer to 802.11ac or Wi-Fi 5. And here the correct answers are multi-user, multiple input, multiple output MIMO, and 5 GHz frequency band, and maximum data signal rate of up to 6.9 gigabits per second. And what are the characteristics of the 802.11ax or Wi-Fi 6 wireless standard? Here we need to select all that apply: 5 GHz frequency band, maximum data signal rate of up to 9.6 gigabits per second, 2.4 GHz frequency band, multi-user, multiple input, multiple output, maximum data signal rate of up to 6.9 gigabits per second, maximum data signal rate of up to 3.39 gigabits per second, or multiple input, multiple output technology. And here the correct answer is 5 GHz frequency band. And next correct answer is maximum data signal rate of up to 9.607 gigabits per second. And it also has 2.4 GHz frequency band, and it is using multi-user, multiple input, multiple output technology. Which of the following antenna types would be the least suitable for long-range point-to-point bridging links? Parabolic antenna, omnidirectional antenna, unidirectional antenna, Yagi antenna, or dish antenna? And here the correct answer is omnidirectional antenna. Which of the answers listed below refers to example of an unlicensed wireless frequency band? 5 GHz, 5.8 GHz, 2.4 GHz, all of the above, or this would be all of these answers, or 900 MHz. And here the correct answer is all of the above. Which of the following answers refer to directional antenna types suitable for long-range point-to-point bridging links? Here we need to select three answers: parabolic antenna, dish antenna, non-directional antenna, omnidirectional antenna, Yagi antenna, or dipole antenna. And here the correct answers would be Yagi antenna, dish antenna, and parabolic antenna. Which wireless technology enables identification and tracking of tags attached to the objects? RFID, NFC, WTLS, GPS. And here the correct answer would be RFID. A type of identification badge that can be held within a certain distance of a reader to authenticate the badge holder is called RFID badge, security token, smart card, or ID badge. And here the correct answer is RFID badge. To connect to a website and display its content, a URL entered in the web browser address bar needs to be translated into an IP address. Which of the servers listed below is used to handle this type of request? ICS server, DNS server, DHCP server, or web server? And the correct answer here would be DNS server. Which of the following server types is used for automatic allocation of IP addresses on a network? DHCP server, FTP server, HTTP server, or DNS server? So which of these servers is used for automatic allocation of IP addresses on a network or on network devices? And here the correct answer is DHCP server. A dedicated file server is also referred to as FTP server, SMTP server, HTTP server, or DNS server. And here the correct answer is FTP server. IPP LPD /LPR and SMB CIFS are examples of protocols that enable what kind of network service? Printing, email handling, IP address allocation, or name resolution. And here the correct answer is printing. What is the function of an SMTP server? Authentication, file storage and sharing, email handling, or name resolution? And here the correct answer is email handling. Which type of server is used for collecting diagnostic and monitoring data from networked services? syslog server, proxy server, UC server, or ICS server? And here the correct answer is syslog server. What is the function of an HTTP server? Email handling, file storage, name resolution, or serving of web pages? And the correct answer here is serving of web pages. Which part of the AAA security architecture deals with the verification of the identity of a person or process? Authorization, authentication, or accounting? And the correct answer here is authentication. Which of the answers listed below refers to the process of granting or denying access to resources? Authentication, authorization, or accounting? And here the correct answer is authorization. In the AAA security architecture, the process of tracking accessed services as well as amount of consumed resources is called accounting, authentication, or authorization. And here the correct answer is accounting. We are going to do CompTIA A Plus 1202 practice test, and this will be a test for CompTIA new exam which was released in 2025. As you see, this is already 1202, and if you are interested in seeing more videos like this, or for CompTIA Security Plus or CompTIA Network Plus, go to the channel's homepage, click on playlists, and there you will find much more videos like these. And no further ado guys, let's get into it. And first question is, a user reports that their Windows 10 PC no longer boots after installing new software update. What should you do first to resolve this? Reinstall Windows, boot into safe mode, replace the hard drive, run a full antivirus scan, or update the BIOS. And by the way, for CompTIA Core 2, you should know Windows 10, and you should also be aware of Windows 7 and about Windows 11, latest version of Windows. And also many things from Windows 10 are very similar to Windows 11. And here the correct answer is boot into safe mode. And here is explanation. Booting into safe mode loads minimal drivers and services, allowing you to troubleshoot or uninstall the problematic update. Software troubleshooting. And next question. Which Linux command shows real-time system resource usage? Top, ls, chmod, who am I, or df? Which one is the correct answer here? And the correct answer here is the command top, as top displays real-time CPU memory and process usage in Linux. Next question, what is the best response to a user reporting a suspicious email? Delete it immediately, click the link to verify, forward it to IT, reply to the sender, or save it for later. Which would be the correct answer here? And here the correct answer is forward it to IT, as forwarding it to IT allows experts to assess the email safety. And next question, which command in Windows displays active network connections? ipconfig, ping, traceart, netstat, or nslookup? Which is correct answer here? And here the correct answer is netstat, as netstat shows active connections and ports. And next question is, what is the symptom of rootkit infection? Pop-up ads, encrypted files, hidden processes, slow internet, or application crashes? And here the correct answer is hidden processes, as rootkits hide malicious processes to evade detection. And next question, which Windows tool creates a backup of the entire system? So which tools you should use to create a backup of whole system? File history, disk cleanup, system restore, task scheduler, backup and restore. And here the correct answer is backup and restore, as backup and restore creates full system backups. And next question, what is the purpose of a ESD strap when working on computer hardware? Improve performance, prevent static damage, increase power supply, secure components, or cool the system? And here the logical answer is prevent static damage, as an ESD or electrostatic discharge strap prevents static electricity from damaging components. And next question, which wireless security protocol offers the strongest encryption? WEP, VPA, VPA2, VPA3, or TKIP? And the correct answer here is VPA3, as VPA3 provides the strongest encryption and security for Wi-Fi. What should you do if Windows Update fails repeatedly? So, if you are trying to update your Windows but it fails repeatedly, reinstall Windows, replace the hard drive, disable antivirus, roll back the update, or format the drive. What should you do? And the correct answer here is roll back the update, as rolling back a failed update via system restore or uninstallation fixes the issue. And next question, which malware type replicates itself across a network? Ransomware, Trojan, spyware, adware, or worm? And here the correct answer is worm. And next question, a Linux workstation needs files permissions changed to allow only the owner to read it. Which command should you use? chmod 777 file name, chown user file name, chmod 600 file name, ls-l file name, or cat file name? Which one would be the correct answer? To allow only the owner to read the file. And here the correct answer is chmod 600 file name, as chmod 600 sets read-write for the owner only in Linux operating systems. And next question, an employee account is locked after multiple failed login attempts. What should you do? Delete the account, reboot the server, run a malware scan, ignore it, or reset their password? And here the correct answer is reset their password, as resetting the password unlocks the account securely. Operational procedures in Core 2. And next question, A user's laptop shuts down randomly during use. What is the most likely cause to check first? Overheating, malware infection, failing power supply, outdated drivers, or low disk space. And here correct answer is overheating, as random shutdowns often result from overheating, a common hardware issue. And next question, a manager asks you to set up a new user account on a Windows server with restricted access. Which tool should you use? Task Manager, Device Manager, Computer Management, Device Manager, or Disk Management. And here the correct answer is Computer Management, as Computer Management allows user account creation and permission settings. A Windows 11 system fails to connect to a corporate Wi-Fi network. What's the first troubleshooting step? Reinstall the Wi-Fi driver, check the network password, restart the router, update Windows, or run ipconfig. And here the correct answer would be check the network password, as incorrect passwords are common connectivity issue. Verify this first. And next question, a user reports that their antivirus software flagged a file as a malicious after downloading it. What should you advise? Open the file to check it, delete it immediately, move it to a USB drive, ignore the warning, or quarantine the file. And here the correct answer would be quarantine the file, as quarantining isolates the file for further analysis without immediate deletion. A technician is preparing to dispose of an old hard drive with sensitive client data. What's the most secure method? Format the drive, delete all files, overwrite with random data, use a degausser, or donate it to charity. And here the correct answer would be use a degausser, as the degausser physically destroys data by demagnetizing the drive, ensuring no recovery. A user's Windows PC is running slowly and Task Manager shows 95% memory usage. What's the first step to address this? Add more RAM, restart the PC, run a malware scan, update the operating system, or reinstall the application. And here the correct answer would be restart the PC, as restarting clears memory and resolves temporary leaks, a basic troubleshooting step. A Linux server needs a script to run every night at 2 AM for backups. Which tool should you use to schedule this? Cron, Top, Kill, Chmod, or ls? And here the correct answer would be cron, as cron schedules recurring tasks in Linux like nightly backups. Next question. An employee receives an email claiming to be from the IT department, urgently requesting their login credentials. What should they do? Reply with credentials, delete the email, forward it to IT for review, click the link to verify, or ignore it and continue working. And here the correct answer is forward it to IT for review. And yes guys, these were another 20 questions for CompTIA A Core 2 for new exam. And if you found this video useful, leave a like, share this video, and if you are interested in more videos like this, like I mentioned at the start of the video, go to the channel's homepage and click on playlists, where you will find playlists for different CompTIA, Microsoft and Cisco exams. And if you found this video useful, leave a like, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and see you in the next one.